here as well. All right, so welcome back. We're doing the 7-day mental diet. While I'm waiting for my subs to join over on Facebook, I just thought I'd pull a couple cards just to kind of set the vibe and see what kind of energies are coming up. So welcome. Thank you for joining. Like I said before, the 7-day mental diet, and comment below if you have done something like this before, or if you have actually done the 7-day mental diet before. I'm really curious who's new to this and who's been kind of doing this work for a while. So whichever it is, just drop a comment for me and let me know. So the first card that came up is self-love. And that's really what this whole journey is about. The 7-day mental journey is really about finding your true self, right? It's about getting yourself on track as well. Some have difficulties in different areas that this works on. You know, there's the goal planning, there's, you know, the changing, the wholeness, bringing the balance in all aspects. So it's really an important journey, and I've even added a few more elements to it to kind of, I like taking the holistic approach. So I think it's going to be really life-changing this year, as it has been every year in the past. So I'm super geeked, and this is a form of self-love, right? Because you're getting your shit right, essentially. You know, proper preparation prevents poor performance, which is why we're doing this preparation, by the way, this 2 days of getting prepared and setting the intention to start this journey before we start, right? Because it's the intention that's behind it that really adds to the fire, if you will. The second card, interestingly, that came up is fear. And the third one is patience. So during this journey, we're gonna really be doing some deep work. We're going to be able to notice the things that we normally would dwell on or worry about or complain about within ourselves or within another. And they say that whatever you see in another person is a reflection of you as well. So you know, just it's gonna bring a lot of light to your whole world, honestly, your whole inner world as well as the outer world, because what happens on the inner manifests in the outer. You can't change one and have the other not change as well. And I kind of touched on that the other day. So yeah, we're going to be working through a lot of fear and getting very patient with ourselves, right? This is going to really install a huge state of flow as well. So an artistic creation. I'm really excited, if you can't tell. All right, so yesterday I made a video with just kind of the basic layout, and if you haven't watched that yet, I have posted it on my YouTube, and I think it's still up on Facebook as well. So definitely make sure that you check that out. It's a shorter video, just kind of with the basic layout, and today we're gonna go a little bit deeper. So every single thing in your life, whether it's, you know, the state of your body, the state of your health, whether you're healthy or not, the state of your fortune, whether you're abundant or in lack, in need, whether you're happy or chaotic or present, the present condition of every phase of your life literally is a result of your thoughts. I don't know why my notes keep sliding up. I'm looking at my tablet for my notes and they don't like me today. Okay, so every single, oh, that's why, my bad. All right, every single thing that's in your life, literally everything, you cannot change your environment while leaving your mind unchanged, and the same can be said the opposite way, right? You cannot change your mind and have your physical manifestation, your physical reality not change. They go hand in hand. Your physical reality is a direct result of the thoughts that you think. And this is really the real key to life. If you can get your thoughts under control, you can create anything in your life. If you can gain control of your thoughts, you can literally have anything, including health, including wealth, including, and you can look around at your physical environment and have a pretty good idea of where your mind thoughts or where your thought patterns are at, right? Look at your car. Is it a nice car? Is it a newer car? Is it old? Is it dented? Is it dirty? Is it clean? These are all aspects of the mind, and every single aspect of life can literally be transformed by changing your mind, by renewing your mind. It's cosmic law, right? Your mental diet is the single most important thing that you can do, period. So that's why these types of, that's why I've been doing this ever since my spiritual awakening in 2017. I've been doing it every single year. It just happens to kind of come up where I'm guided to do it, right? It just pops up into my energy. I'm sure many of you can relate to experiences like that. And I'm sure many of you have already done this or, something like it. And that's okay. It's okay to do it again and again. Even those that have kind of the pure minds, because there's always something that you can level up, always. So you must train yourself to choose the thought and the emotional tone, and you are in control of that. That's your power. It's your superpower. But you gotta control yourself to be in control of it. Or you gotta train yourself to be in control of it. If you're not in control of your thoughts, if they're just running on subconscious, habitual shit, background noise, I like to call it, then that's exactly what you're going to create in your physical reality as well. And the moods that you entertain, whether you allow yourself to be happy or sad all the time or anxious or whatever mood you habitually entertain is what produces your disposition, right? So whether you're a cranky old man or whether you're a happy, young college girl, or maybe you're, more emo college. So think about how the different moods that different people put on affect their complete disposition. So knowing that, you can entertain the thought that you can change your moods, right? You can change your disposition. You can be whatever you want to be. You can be whoever you want to be, right? It came up in one of my sessions the other day where she was talking to subconscious, and it came up a remembrance that I am able to think anything. I'm able to be anyone. And I think it also came up in that session that something like be like the river that just flows, right? That's what subconscious told her. Be like the river that just flows by with neutrality, right? Not allowing your emotions to get in the way, essentially, or to run you. So the moods produce the disposition, and the disposition is what makes a person's happiness, right? Whatever you are entertaining the most, whatever frequency that you are choosing to be in the majority of the time is going to either make or break you. It's going to define you as well. You can't be healthy, happy, and prosperous with a shitty, depressive disposition. You know, I mean, maybe you can, but probably not for the majority of the time. And I mean, everybody has ups and downs. It's just, you know, there's some people that you can point them out. They just hate life. They hate people, and it shows. It shows in their life. It shows in their physical reality. It shows in their friendships, their relationships. If you want to really live a truly happy and prosperous life, you have to learn to train your mind. Period. You have to immediately begin to change your mind. And you can do this by thought selection. You can choose the thoughts that you're going to entertain. And what we're going to do is do some goal setting, and we're going to create some new healthy habits. So if you're not taking notes, maybe you already know this stuff, but I would suggest you at least take notes for writing down your goals, for sure. And today, if you haven't already done so, I want you to, or I invite you to, make up your mind to devote 1 week to the task of building new thoughts, and everything else in life should be insignificant to this, right? I want you to set such a strong intention that you will stay committed. And this should be your number one priority for the entire week. Through this process, you'll find that the difficulties really just begin to drop away. You know, it might be a little difficult the first couple days, especially for those who haven't worked with this type of energy before, that haven't really gotten really conscious of the thoughts. But the difficulties will drop away. It's the practice of it that matters. It's the practice of it that counts. And this is the scientific way to change your life. It's in accordance to the great cosmic law, and it cannot fail. If you can get your thoughts under control, this will not fail. You will start manifesting your goals into reality almost immediately. You can't, so many people think that they can change their physical reality from the outside, from putting in more work and doing all these physical things, but really it starts on the inside. You have to have a certain thought pattern. You have to be able to entertain the thoughts that are going to get you to where you want to go, period. So this is about making that preparation, and then going through with the plan to complete it and to really start setting it in stone. And you'll find that after this week, you're able to be in more control of your thoughts. You're going to start manifesting. This is a manifesting journey. It's an inner journey of peace, tranquility, happiness, joy. This journey can change your whole life. It's a life-changing journey. So I'm really excited for not only my own journey, but for all of yours as well. And I do hope that you share some with us throughout this journey, as I'll be sharing with you. And I'm setting the highest intention for all of you to get the very most out of this journey as well. All right, so the 7 days will be a little strenuous at first, especially, like I said, if you're not used to, if you're used to dwelling on negative shit a lot, it's going to be a little more strenuous, but it's going to alter your life for the better, right? It's going to be worth it. And again, don't start it lightly. Think about it for a day or two first. Set these intentions, ingrain these intentions in, start making your notes, start doing your goals, and then go into it. And once you start, don't stop. Okay, if you fall off, there's a couple different things you can do. The guy that started this, the whole idea of the 7-day journey, and I will link his video, his audiobook in this video, if I can. But his idea was that if you fall off for any extended period of time, which, I mean, it's gonna be completely up to you, your judgment, right? But maybe something like bad, knock on wood, heaven forbid, but something bad happens where, you can't come out of that intense emotion. In that case, maybe I would recommend just letting it go, and then when you're ready again, do the 2 days of preparation at least again, and then start all over. Another way that I picked up last year when I started doing this is if I messed up, and I didn't mess up for any extended period of time, but just to kind of challenge myself, and this is probably what I'll do this time as well, just to challenge myself, I will, if I screw up for like a few seconds, I'll restart my whole journey, because I want to get, and I think last time it took me like 22 days or something, if I'm not mistaken. It's it's definitely going to be testing yourself, but is it worth it? I think so. So you're going to make the rules, you're going to choose how to do this. If you feel like you want to just, but I wouldn't just stop just for, if you're doing the first approach, where I wouldn't just stop just if maybe you got in a fight with your boyfriend or something. I would jump back on as soon as I can, and we're gonna go over again the kind of criteria, but try not to jump on and off. Try to go through it, but also at the same time, I don't want you to just quit if something bad happens or something like mediocre happens. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, so negative thinking is defined as any failures. So thinking of yourself as a failure or dwelling on any, and it's the dwelling on, right? So negative thoughts will come up. It happens. It's about if you choose to dwell on them, not allowing yourself to dwell on any of these things. So disappointment, criticism, and this is self-criticism or criticism of others, and really watching how you're judging people. Thank you. Any condemnation, right? Watching, and usually they say that if you have something shitty to say about somebody else, there's usually some anger within you that could be worked out, right? They say that it's that karma, right? We run into shit that we need to work out in ourselves. It's like mirror, amazing reality stuff, right? Energetics. So any thoughts of like spite or any thought of illness or limitation, any kind of pessimistic thinking, right? Not dwelling on any of these things. Any thought literally that's not positive in character, anything that you don't want to physically manifest, don't dwell on that shit. And again, whether it concerns you or another, and if you really tap into your heart space the majority of the time, if you're not sure, your heart's going to tell you, right? Your emotions are going to tell you, you're going to be able to feel it. And if not, I would invite you to set the intention that you do feel it, right? You can do that. That's in your power. You can literally just set the intention to feel something or to notice something, and you'll find that you will. Right? You've got a smart body. Smart innate. So you shall not dwell on any negative thinking. And again, it's the dwelling on that matters, if I haven't emphasized that enough. So So when, like I said, sometimes the thoughts are going to come up, negative thoughts will come up, it happens, but it's as long as you don't entertain them. And what you can do, one thing that you can do is tune it out. You can think of something else, call your angels in, call your guides, call God, whatever your higher power is, call in that, ask for some assistance, like, yo, can you just take this from me? I surrender it. I don't want it. I don't need it. Yep, so this is about not getting emotionally attached to any negative shit, basically, right? Not dwelling on any of that, because, you know, when you start dwelling, the emotions come up, and when the emotions come up, that's what's manifesting, right? So change the thought pattern, change it to something that is of the energetic pattern that you want to manifest, right? So put yourself in a happy place, basically. Do not accept any negative condition emotionally. So say there's a negative workplace that you have to go to. Make the intention not to allow them to affect you, right? Make the intention for them not to allow you to affect you. You know what I mean? Put up a bubble if you want. Like, that's one of the things that I do often. You know, sometimes we have negative family members, negative friends. And what we're going to do for this week is set the intention not to correct them this week. Let them be them, not to judge them. Because when we're correcting them, we're judging them. Let's be honest. Even if it's a subconscious judgment, you know, we're going to let them be them. We're going to stay neutral and just do not accept what they say. It's your mental consent that constitutes your mental diet. So you can not agree to allow, or you can agree not to allow somebody to be affecting of you. You know, put up a bubble. Again, think this diet over well before you start it. Okay, so if you can, you might want to do it on a week where, you know, especially if you have like certain situations coming up this week for you. Maybe you have, you know, a funeral or, you know, something, you know, that's going to really throw you off emotionally. Maybe you want to save it until after that, right? Be your own judge of character. This will stay up on my YouTube channel for sure. And if you guys haven't subbed over on Facebook yet, please make sure you go do. I plan on starting to post a lot more frequently. Been guided to get my ass online. So, Catherine says, I'm working through judging narcissists and the people that adamantly defend them as if they're good people. Yep, we're gonna let that go. We're not gonna because really what they're doing is they're affecting your physical manifestations if you allow them to bother you, right? So we're gonna let them be them. And I know it's hard. It can be hard, but the more that you practice staying neutral to others, the easier it gets. And the easier your life gets too, right? When others can affect you negatively, you stop even noticing those little things, those little quirks that used to really bug you. It can't affect you anymore. Your vibration rises higher. You may also want to limit your TV this week. At least, you know, if you're gonna watch TV, make it like funny or nothing emotionally draining for sure. And you know, if again you're put in that place where, you know, maybe you can't avoid it or it's on the background, again, you can put up a bubble for your energetics, your emotional, not to allow it to affect you. And TV is a tricky one though, because the literal like vibrations that come out of the TV are known to be able to stimulate you. So, you know, you might want to be careful of what you're allowing in your energy, in your space for this 7 weeks. It's only 7 days, and I'm telling you, this is going to make such a powerful impact on your life. You might not even, yes, no horror movies. You might not even want to go back. I'm telling you. I've just had such profound healings and activations come through from this process. So I would make the most of it. Social media, you know, just I personally on my social media, I don't have a bunch of really negative people on there. Or I tend to, like, if there's somebody that is like always posting negative shit, I'll see last, or I always make the people that are real high vibe see first on notifications. So my scroll is pretty positive. I'm pretty proud of my friends list. You guys are awesome. But you know, not everybody is that lucky. So just use your own intuition, use your better judgment. This isn't about being perfect, right? It's definitely not about being perfect, and you want to make it fun, or you don't want to make it like a chore, right? Here's such a good example of being what you want to see in the world. Oh, thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. I try. I gotta stop saying that word try. I'm writing it down right now. Where's my pen? That's one of my goals for this process. And if you guys have a pen and paper, I get them out, because I'm going to go through real quickly some of the goals that you could write down. And you might want to just write what I'm saying and then go back afterwards and write your stuff instead of thinking about it when I'm talking and then missing them. I'm just going to go through like some topics that you can write down. And oh, I got to write mine. Stop saying try. And writing is really powerful, you guys. It's connected with your subconscious mind. So, you know, what you write down is just really beneficial, right? Proper preparation. That's why we're doing 2 days of planning this before we start the actual process. Because the preparation, the goal setting is just so freaking important. Yeah, it's Catherine says, oh my God, I've been working on not saying try for the longest time. We have certain words like ingrained, right? But practice makes perfect. We got this for sure. All right, so also, side note, you may want to really increase your diet at this time. Oh, also, I was guided that after this week, I'm going to continue posting, and I'm going to, for those that have actually done the 7 days with me, I'm going to have some activations on an interdimensional level come through. So that'll be a special treat and incentive for those who actually do it with me. Sorry is another one. Yes, definitely. Okay, so high vibe foods. Drink plenty of blessed water. You guys, it takes literally 2 seconds to say thank you when you're pouring your water. Raise the vibration. Makes a difference. What you put in your body is frequency, right? So use blessed water, and blessed just means, you know, it could mean a million things. People bless it all types of ways, but and again, there's infinite variations on how people do this process. So you're going to be guided to exactly what's right for you, and that's going to be exactly perfect for you. But I would increase your water and bless it. And bless your food, right? Make sure that you're cooking in high vibe, sending your food love. There's been studies that this is a thing. It matters. It really does. Okay, so you could also introduce some reminders. This was an activation that came in earlier today. Introduce some reminders. You know, if you want to start you know, writing down some of the goals that you come up with, put them on sticky notes. Just little positive. I have them all over my house, but I'm gonna create new ones. Or crystals, right? You can set the crystals to a certain vibration, and you know, maybe you're going to your I don't know, family member's house that's real low vibe, and not to say you're dependent on the crystal, but just as a little reminder that you're high vibe today, right? You could also, one thing that I always do is I have alarms set in my phones. I don't know if you guys remember the 40-day gratitude journey that I went on. And I shared some of that with you guys. But I set alarms at that time for a few times during the day, and it's just a little gratitude reminder. And so it'll go off, and I'll just sit in gratitude, whatever I'm doing. I'll just incorporate gratitude into my life. Real high vibe stuff, guys. We're moving to the whole new level, I'm telling you. I'm so geeked for what's to come with consciousness. Some of the things that have been coming in. All right, move your body, you guys. Move your body. You've got to move that negative, stuck energy the heck out. Set the intention right now to give yourself at least 10-15 minutes of movement into your day, whether it's going for a walk, maybe you mix it up, you do yoga one day, you do qigong one day, or maybe you, whatever, as long as you're moving your body some intentionally. It matters. All these things matter. If you do every single one of these things this week, you're gonna come out of this so high vibe, and then be able to come into my multi-dimensional stuff that I have. It's gonna be amazing. I'm so geeked. Like, I can feel the energy coming in already. I'm just, I literally have tears in my eyes. Okay. So, also, you may want to consider going in, if you can afford it, go get some Reiki done. Go get some cranial sacral therapy done. Any kind of energy healing. It's so essential. I go, and I think everybody, even my healer friends, everybody needs a team. Everybody needs a few people on their team that are all specializing in different areas that can help you in different ways, even if you already do that stuff, right? I do energy work, and I go to an energy healer. I have a hypnotherapist, and I do hypnotherapy. You should have a mentor. You know, and you'll be guided to these people. Just show some interest. All right, meditation is the last one. Well, not the last one, but meditation is literally essential on this journey. It's essential. It's gonna help you and benefit you in so many ways. Like, you'll go through your days much easier, more high vibe if you can meditate at least a bare minimum 10 minutes a day. I like to meditate at least 20 minutes twice a day. I'm completely hooked on meditation, though. I just love the shit out of it. I've had so many dope experiences in meditation. Like, I'm just in love. You can't make me not meditate. But I know a lot of people aren't in the habit of doing it. Please really make that a priority this week. And upon waking for the first 30 minutes and upon going to sleep for the last 30 minutes are crucial moments to your day. These are times when you are literally programming, right? When you're in between the alpha and theta state, you're very suggestible. So one thing that I like to do as soon as I wake up, when I put my feet on the ground, I pull in gratitude. Thank you for another beautiful day. Thank you, Spirit. And you know, I see the beauty in this planet. Maybe you don't see the beauty in the planet. Maybe you want to be grateful for your kids or some cool shoes you just got. Whatever. It's pulling up that gratitude is really essential upon waking. And it sets the tone for your day. You ever like had the alarm go off and you just were in a place where, man, I don't want to. You start slamming your hand on the buzzer to give you another 15 minutes or whatever, and then when you finally wake up, you stub your toe, you grouchy. Right? It's because you're setting the tone for that day. So set the intention now to pull up gratitude or a state of love or high state of vibration right when you wake up, and try to sit in that energy, a calm, peaceful energy, 30 minutes if possible, or at least the first few moments. And before going to sleep is just as crucial. If you have time right after waking, find a few minutes for meditation, a few minutes for movement, nourish your body with plenty of water, and then look at your goals for the day, right? Make that your kind of flow or something along those lines, right? And set the intention right now to stay committed to your goals, right? When you set the intention to do something, that really sets it in. So you don't think it, some people don't think it's that important to set the intention to do something, but it's just the planning is just as important, right? They say if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So setting the intention is another form of planning. All right, so let's talk about the goal planning. And so I'm just sharing what I do. It's not that I want you to do anything, but this is what I invite you to do. Write down for every area of your life what you want to accomplish. You can write down, it might be short, it might be a couple things, it might be a few things, it might be long-term, short-term. And if you do long-term, short-term, you can really take that long-term thing, and reverse engineer it and find the steps to get to that bigger thing. Right? That's how they make spaceships and shit. They reverse engineer it. It's a good plan. So all the different areas of your life, your home life, your family, your relationships, your friendships, your money, abundance, your health and your exercise, your career, what you do to give back. I love that one. Your diet, meaning, well, it can mean whatever you want it to mean, right? Whatever diet. And only do the ones that resonate with you. You don't have to do all of them. Your entertainment. You can set goals for your entertainment. You can set mental goals, spiritual goals, emotional goals. And again, finishing your day is just important as starting it. So anytime that you are going into that kind of trancey-like state, it's a perfect time to reprogram or to program. And one thing that I like to do at night is I'll go through my day, especially if something happened throughout the day that I maybe wanted to go a different way. I'll go through it in my head and I'll just kind of see it play out like I want it. Right? So I feel like that resets the energy. Just an idea. And then I pull the gratitude in for having it, right? That emotion of gratitude is so powerful, the reverence, the awe. And once again, this week I have been guided to continue coming on afterwards for those who actually go through the experience with me and share some galactic activations and some multi-dimensional energies, and we'll see if we can't break the matrix. All right, you guys, thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Thank you most of all for being the change you want to see. I love you guys so much. Ulu love. Peace.